big rich town. Not a fan of the intro, guys, to be perfectly honest, because it's been changed. Kanan's dead. Is that the reason they felt the need to change it? Potentially. But in all seriousness, I'm not a fan of the intro change for season 6. But hey, last season, I thought that they may as well thought, well, why not change it up? But this says season 6, episode 1. Can't believe we're already on the final season of the original part, but looking forward to it. And let's find out if Angela's dead. She's not dead. Angela's still alive. What? No. Spoiler alert, she does die here. Quite sad scenes. I mean, Ghost doesn't really get to see her die, but we get like the final goodbye, I guess you could say, between them in the back of an ambulance. Absolutely raging. Paz comes in, accuses Ghost of being a murderer. He's getting questioned. He's like, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I don't know who would do it. All this shit. So yeah, straight off the bat, Angela is dead throughout this. We've also got Tasha talking to Tommy, and Tommy's like, he made me kill my own fucking father. I'm sorry, Tasha, but if you gotta wipe me out, I had to do what I had to do. Obviously, Tasha's still annoyed that, you know, about Ghost, but she's also annoyed the fact that Tommy would kill Ghost without even speaking to her about it. But why the fuck would Tommy, right? Why would Tommy in all seriousness, if he wanted to kill Ghost, go and speak to Tasha about it? Because just realistically, what would it actually take for Tasha to green light a hit on Ghost? I don't know what it would take, man. It would be something particularly mental, but we've got all the police in here. Jerry's fuming. Him and Sax are kind of blaming each other. It just shows you at this point how many of them have died. I mean, Max left, but the rest have pretty much died. And this is what we've got here. And the woman, the lead woman, the defense attorney, she is sacked. And Sax can't believe it. He's like, this is fucking Ghost that's killed her. He's like, you don't know that. It's like, seriously, Jerry? You seriously barking up that fucking tree that it wasn't Ghost? Like, even if it's not Ghost that pulled the trigger, he's connected. You know, and it's fucking Tommy that did it. So Sax comes in, he's like, we need to do an autopsy, but Paz won't sign off on it. And Sax is like, I promise we'll get St. Patrick, but you've got to let me get this autopsy. Tommy then gives Keisha the gun. He's like, you need to throw this away. And I honestly can see Ghost killing her, and we're introduced to her son. Now, we've heard about him before, Cash. We've never seen him before, but now we've seen him. I can see Ghost killing these two, and that be like the final nail in Ghost's coffin. Like, I'm really intrigued about how they wrap all this up, but of course, knowing that there is these spin-offs, and I know for a fact Tommy's in one, right? I know that for a fact. I'm not too sure what's going to happen with Ghost, but I mean, a lot of people could die in this final season. We'll have to wait and see, but at this point, Tommy returns home. Him and Ghost get into a fight. Ghost was waiting on him. Essentially, this is a fight to the death. And I get it, they're like brothers, but at this point, it's like all gloves are off. Tommy wanted to kill Ghost, and Ghost now wants to kill Tommy. And we see at the end of the episode that Ghost is willing to kill Tommy. So, like, he got the drop on him here. Maybe you could say he wanted to beat him up man on man, you know, without weapons, but, you know, Tommy had a gun on him. He did drop it here. This could have ended with any of them, though, getting killed, to be honest. But who interferes? It's Tariq, and Ghost was getting the upper hand here. And Tariq's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then Ghost's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be in school, kid. Don't you fucking know that? Ghost's like, this ain't fucking over, Tommy. Tommy's like, yeah, and then Tariq's like, I need a minute. Turns out what Tariq wants for Tommy is that they're going to scatter Kanan's ashes. How nice of these two to do that. Sax then meets Proctor, and he's like, right, I know Ghost is the one that killed Angela because I told you that she was the witness, that we had a female witness, and you've told him, and he's the one that did it. But Sax is having to reveal himself here quite a lot because, you know, he's having to do this. We're introduced now to the new defense attorney, or whatever the name is, man. Not the district attorney, whatever. You know, the new top man. And it's the guy from, I remember him from Californication, getting some really freaky stuff done on there. Sax admits to everything, and he's like, but you know what? So what if I told Proctor this? You need me, and we're going to bring them down, and we'll get St. Patrick down. And he agrees to work with Sax, but he's like, if this doesn't go work, you're going to get barred from this forever. And part of me thinks they will kill Sax, but at the same time, like, not many police officers left. Surely they would like one or two of these people to stick around for the spin-offs, but hey, maybe that's just wishful thinking. I'm not too sure. Sasha's going looking for Terry Silver, but we didn't get Terry Silver this episode. We did see Ghost choke him out in the season 5 finale, so who knows what's going on. Maybe he's dead. Tasha then confronts Ghost, and Ghost is like, "Ah, it's all right, big man." And she was like, "I want a divorce." So yeah, it's a tough spot here. I mean, he's like, "Do not feel sorry for me. I lost the woman I love," but like, he's lied to her his whole life, this entire show. So I can see why she doesn't feel particularly sorry for him, to be honest. Proctor and Ghost then confront each other. He's like, "You fucking said it was Angela," but realistically, Proctor didn't get Angela killed here. You know, it's Ghost and Tommy. Tommy's the one that killed her. Regardless if Ghost went to see Angela, Tommy was going to try and kill Ghost now. Inadvertently, it's Proctor's fault, but yeah, he was trying to protect Ghost. The shipment, though, that Tommy should have received by now, he's going to have to receive it later on tonight. And then we got one of the more forced scenes of the show. I didn't like this. So Poncho stands up and he's like, "Well, fuck this, Tommy. Who the fuck hit you in the eye, you little karate bitch?" He's like, "You're nothing without Ghost." And then Tommy just shoots him. It's like, if these guys learned nothing, that Tommy will literally just kill his primaras, his henchmen, so to speak, for no reason. Like, what was Poncho expecting to happen here? At least if he's going to, like, confront Tommy, they pull out a fucking gun or something. And this guy that's been around since season 1 just gets killed like this. Like, honestly, like, killed like a fucking jobber. He's been here since, like, day 1 of this show, and that's him dead. And then Tommy appoints the new man, Roberto, and he's like, "What are you going to tell your crew?" He's like, "Ah, well, I'll figure that out." But then the NYPD, they're now doing a joint task force, so she confronts Sax about that, which I thought was kind of funny. So yeah, Sax gonna have to work with a new woman. Can't remember her name. The woman that was looking into Angela last season. That woman. They confront Ghost, but Ghost does not bend. Then we get the scene. Kennan's ashes get scattered. Tommy puts a bit of the ashes on his blunt and starts smoking. He's like, "Hey man, they did it for Tupac." Yeah, so Kenan finally gets put to rest. Tommy then asks Tariq, "What would you be like if your dad went missing? Like, yeah, what if I killed him?" He's not really that bothered, Tariq, at this point, I don't think. But could there be a plan here that they're going to use Tariq to kill Ghost, especially for Tommy's side? Who knows? He finds out for Tasha, though, that Angela's dead, and he's like, damn, crazy as shit. I don't think he's even that bothered that Tommy did it, to be honest. I think he's glad she's dead. The new top man, though, goes to visit Proctor. He gives him an ultimatum, essentially, like, give it up, and he doesn't give it up. So how's that going to go down? Paz then signs the documents for the autopsy to go underway. So actually, we're going to get this son of a bitch, Angela, over her dead body. And then in comes NYPD woman. That's when we get the announcement of the joint task force. Tariq then phones his dad. And then the guy asks him after the phone call, "He's just trying to build bridges." He's like, "Yeah, keep him close." Tommy then goes visits the Connect. He's like, "I had to kill one of my top men because you wouldn't give me the shipment earlier." No, Tommy, that's just not how it went down. Tommy didn't even fucking explain to his Connect that, "Here, I know you need this. I know you need the drugs to move, but I'll give you it later on tonight," because he knew it was happening tonight. I don't get this. And then out of nowhere, in the hug, Peter takes Tommy's keys. We didn't notice at the time, but he did. And then when Tommy drives off, we think it's Tommy. Ghost opens fire and like hits like a dummy, I believe. I don't think it was actually a real person. And Tommy can't believe that Ghost would actually try and do this. Right. That's what I don't get about this. If they thought that Ghost would hit Tommy, which he did attempt to, why not kill Ghost? If you knew he would attack him here and thought he would, why not eliminate the problem? That to me is just forced. Like, completely forced. Then maybe it wasn't a dummy. It looks pretty real to me, but fuck knows, man. I just don't understand this. This seemed forced, and then the fight scene that Tommy and Ghost had earlier on seemed forced. At least that was a bit less forced than this, but if this final season's going to be centered around Tommy versus Ghost, then I think they need to do a better job of it. And the episode ends with Ghost reminiscing about his time with Angela. Quite sad, but that's what it is, guys. I thought it was a good episode, but like I said, I think there was just too much of this shit in here. And I think I think it's a 14 episode season. This, I think we need to maybe reel back a few things. But anyway, guys, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. I know it may seem quite low considering what I've gave the last couple of episodes, but I think this episode is a bit hit and miss. But I'm still looking forward to this final season. So until next time, 6 out of 10. Peace.